All right, and we are live. Testing, testing. All right, I think everything is good. What's up, guys? Gaming Geek here. I'm back with another review. So, what I want to talk about is the Superman shit. Shit, I see I forgot to add the thumbnail. Let me see now. How the fuck do you add that? Just give me a sec. Hide overlay, add logo. I think you go here, add file. All right. I did it the last time. How the fuck did I do it? You go here, add files. Shit. Alright. Okay. I'll figure it out. I don't know how I did it. Been a while since I used StreamYard, so but anyway, fuck it. So, Superman. So when I watched the trailer, I knew that this thing it looked like shit, like trash. So even but obviously I gave it a chance and I watched it. And no, I didn't pay for it. I fucking bootlegged it because I knew that the shit would be shit. But I gave it a fair shot, so yeah. This movie fucking sucks. And the crazy thing is, it's the same director that made the good Supermans, you know. Obviously, the best Superman movie was the Christopher Reeves, the original, obviously. But the Henry Cavill Superman was not bad, it was good. So yeah, I know. So I watched it, and this movie opens up with this guy. At least they did one thing kind of good. They didn't give us the whole retelling, so that was okay. But the movie fucking sucks. The story is all over the place, like a lot of people are saying. I saw a lot of people shitting on it as well, and they're right too. The movie is shit. The story fucking sucks. The actor David Cornsweet, he's doesn't look like Superman, but you can see he's trying. He does the trying to copy the Christopher Reeves kind of Superman, you know, the deep voice and the little shitty flat voice. So I see he's they tried, but movie sucks. Lois Lane doesn't even look like Lois Lane. I mean, Superman doesn't even look like Superman. And I get what they're doing. They're going for a certain version of Superman from another universe. So I get that. But the story fucking sucks. And even the ending, like where they finally give us Supergirl, and Supergirl turns out to be a teenage girl that's drunk, like a 3 or 4, as the internet would call them. So yeah, that was fucking weird. Supergirl being a drunk. Lex Luthor, they brought back, well, they played an adaptation of Ultraman, which is good. But this version of Ultraman is created by Lex Luthor, which, you know, I see what they did there. But that's not the original Ultraman. As we know, Ultraman is from another universe, similar to Earth, you know, where they took over. So yeah, they changed that. And it's not only Supergirl that's the issue with the movie. That's like a minor issue. Yeah, exactly. Thanks for checking out the channel, Nico Bellic. Okay, cool. Yeah, yeah, I'm reading your message. Yeah, that is true. There's a big plot hole. There's a bunch of plot holes. Okay, so that is the issue. And Superman, like I said, he's like a weakling in there. They turned him into a bitch. He's always getting hurt. He's always getting, excuse me, he's always getting hurt. He's always losing a fight. Some fight scenes looked okay, but overall, the show sucks. The story sucks. Everything basically sucks. Only the fight scenes, some looked okay. So yeah, that's the issues I have with it, and a lot of people do. The character is weak, and he gets me too'd. So they were going for like a woke version of Superman. I don't know what they tried, but it kind of that's what they're giving us. So Superman, he gets, yeah, exactly. If Superman, see, underperforms, then Supergirl and Clayface are tanked already in the box office. Well, yeah, I wouldn't get my hopes up after seeing the shit they've been pumping out. Marvel and DC and yeah, Disney, all the major big companies. Now they can make good movies. They've made good movies before, but obviously this was a cash grab. That's why I'm calling this super cash grab, or if I find a better name for it, because this all this was a cash grab, and this is like a Superman fan telling you, I'm a fan of the original Superman, like Christopher Reeves, Henry Cavill Superman, Superman the animated series, Justice League Unlimited. So I know what I'm talking about, and I've read a lot of comics, so I know exactly what they're going for, what they're trying to do. So I know they fucked it up. As a fan, I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised. After what they gave us with Birds of Prey and the other Suicide Squad movies, like Peacemaker was good. I like Peacemaker. It was actually funny. It was actually good. Yeah, I saw they cameoed him in the movie, if I remember. Yeah, it was John Cena gives a cameo on the news. So, but still, it doesn't save the movie. So, yeah, the movie sucks. Superman became woke. He became weak. He gets Me Too. Supergirl is a teenage drunk. But they're actually going against what they wrote in Smallville and the original series. I thought Kryptonians can't get drunk easily or drunk at all, depending on what movie or show you're watching, because they have a high tolerance, you know. So yeah, I thought, but okay, they've changed a lot of shit, so I wouldn't be surprised. But Supergirl being a drunk, that was a disappointment. Okay, the actor's good looking, she's fuckable, whatever. But they ruined Supergirl for me. But okay, I wasn't surprised. The cameo was okay, but they fucked the cameo up and they fucked Superman up. Crypto, he was okay. They were trying to go for some comedy aspect, I see. So uh, I think Crypto was okay in the movie, but Lex Luthor just easily finding um, the Fortress of Solitude made no sense. Okay, it makes sense that Ultraman was able to enter it because he has Superman's DNA, so that makes sense. But they fucked the show up. Like there's so many issues with the show I have, and I'm a Superman fan. I'm shocked. So I'm gonna just Google it quick to check what are the ratings. I already know it's like shit, but let me check and I'll read it to you guys. Okay. So Rotten Tomatoes says 83%. IMDb says 7.7. That's bullshit. That's obviously faked or they added whatever to add the narrative. Let me check on Plex. I have it on my own server. I've got a lot of movies and so on. So I just add all the latest shit in movies and series, and then I keep it at home and watch it. Let me see what the people are saying because there's a bunch of comments. And okay, this one guy says, "Okay, was not a fantastic, strange storyline exactly." Now I want to talk about that. I saw they brought Mr. Terrific and this guy. I think his name is Neil something. He's a popular actor in what's the series? Uh, that cop series anyway. The Nolan guy. So he plays the Green Lantern. Okay, the Green Lantern scenes didn't look that good, and even they tried to make like jokes with him wearing a weave, so that was stupid. We all could tell there was a weave because this is the first time I've seen a Green Lantern, well, played as an old fat guy with a weave. It looked weird, but okay. I'm not surprised. They fuck everything up. Next comment, Superman may have saved the DCU. Bullshit. He's just sucking it off. I'm just reading a dumb comments here on the movies as well while I'm talking. This one guy said it would perish, not sure. He watched excellent job of the movie. Bullshit. Very nice bullshit. Those are lies. Marvel losing James Gunn to DC will go down as the biggest fumble. Yep, exactly. I'm gonna like it because that is true. This is probably the worst DC movie I've seen, and there have been some shitty ones and good ones. As you guys know, that Iron Man started all this, Iron Man and the original shit, the comics and so on. So yeah, they fucked it up because back in the day we had the original Batman, the original Superman. Iron Man started that, and then Superman, and Batman. So yeah, they fucked it up. Um, and I think Henry Cavill spoke about it. I'm surprised they didn't bring him back, or perhaps they wanted to pay him less, and he said, "No, fuck you guys, whatever." Probably that. But he was a better actor and a talented actor. He's good in The Witcher. He's good in a lot of things, a lot of movies, a lot of series. So yeah, I was when they said Superman's coming out, I was like, "Whoa, shit! Okay, Henry Cavill, cool." And then I found out they changed the actor, or some drama happened, and they fucked it up with this new actor. This guy, he tries too much. I mean, I've never heard of this guy before, but he's Superman. It's not. It's not. It doesn't do it. Now, I remember something similar happened with the Spider-Man guy, but when we gave it a shot, it was actually a decent movie. What was it? No Way Home. That was actually good. Obviously, there was some issues, but overall, he's actually a good Spider-Man. So, yeah. So there's not always that they would they try something and it works. It usually always fails, but it's rare when they make good movies. But nowadays, I'm not surprised. Superman. So they had, like I said, Mr. Terrific, the Green Lantern, all of that, and all of those actors were shit in it. I mean, even Superman. Yeah, and we had Hawk Girl in there as well. I mean, first of all, why is Hawk Girl played by a little Latina girl? I mean, nothing wrong with a Latina or whatever actor you choose to take, but we don't really know much of her. We've seen her in a couple movies or so, but she doesn't, resonate with the audience, of Hawk Girl. She doesn't look like Hawk Girl, but not only that, she didn't even get enough screen time. So yeah, there's that as well. And Lex Luthor, let's see the actors Nicholas Hoult, okay, plays Lex Luthor. So this guy, he's a popular actor, but I don't think he doesn't seem to be a good Lex Luthor. I mean, to me and a lot of fans, he's a shitty Lex Luthor, just like the whole cast. They could have chosen a better cast, and they could have fixed this movie, made it a decent movie. But yeah, basically, this is a woke version of Superman, and they fucked it up. I'm disappointed, but I'm not surprised. As a Superman fan, you guys have fucked this movie up, James Gunn. What were you thinking? You guys, they don't realize that they've tried this shit. They've tried to go the woke way, and every time it's failed. That's why that saying exists: "Go woke, get broke," or whatever these guys call it on the internet. But it's true. I mean, it's fucking true. When you go woke, you do go broke. Look at all the movies that went woke, and you know the ratings dropped. They lost a lot of money, and then they complain and try to blame the fans, and all the backlash happens in the comments on X and all that. So, but they won't take accountability. The only time I've seen something good with Hollywood where I was impressed, and a lot of fans were. Remember when they made that Sonic movie, and the trailer came out, and yeah, they revealed it on Twitter. It was called Twitter before X. So they had this character looking like Sonic, but he was like the size of a human being, and it kind of looked weird with the arms and that. So the fans were tweeting to the director and whoever, and well, they actually listened to their fans' advice. And when the movie came out, the Sonic movies were good. I was shocked. They actually listened to their fans. The Sonic director and producer and visual VXX artist, they actually listened to their fans, which is shocking. And I know if you listen to the fans, you sit with them. The fans are not always right, but if a fan is telling you that Sonic doesn't look right, I mean, and they listen to them, I'm actually glad they listened to them and they fixed the movie. And the Sonic movies are good. Actually, not bad. Actually, a good live action movie. But okay, Superman. I don't know what else to say. From the trailer, I could tell it was shit. My first reaction to it was like, "Oh God, okay, his name sounds weird, David Cohnsworth, but okay, let's not be biased. Let's watch the movie. Let's check the trailers. Let's do that." So I did all that, and it looked like somebody on a YouTube studio or somebody at home recorded the movie because the camera work looked like shit, the visual effects looked like shit, like everything basically looked like shit. The actors, they were like, "Oh, is that Lex Luthor? Is that Superman? Is that Green Lantern?" Like, whoa, when the trailers came out. So yeah, they fucked it up. It's not only that they chose poor, low quality actors. These actors, they tried their best and they failed. You can only probably do so much. That's why there's a saying too. You can't polish a turd. It's not a turd. Kind of funny, but true. So I dubbed the movie Super Cash Grab because this fucking movie fucking sucks. Like, I'm shocked at the ratings. Like, how the fuck did this movie get the ratings like this? Like, wow, how did they get a score like that? And this is a shitty movie. And yeah, there's a few people sucking it off on YouTube, but for the most part, people are ranting and they're actually being honest, which is surprising. So yeah, I'll be checking out a couple of reviews on this, and yeah, to probably have a discussion about this, or maybe do a continuation with a bunch of guys and people in Discord. But yeah, this fucking movie sucks. Yeah, I was so shocked. Well, not shocked. I was so disappointed, but I wasn't shocked because that's what you get when you go woke and you decide to do what you want to do. Like there's nothing wrong with putting your own spin on a movie or changing things. Like, but when decide to go full force with the agenda, ruin. You know, you're gonna ruin shit that fans are. Were excited to see. Me, I was like, when I heard about it, I was like, oh shit, can be true. Like, oh shit, okay, Superman, why not? I'm a Superman fan. When I saw the trailer, disappointed. When I watched the movie, super disappointed. But what can we do? All we can do is chat to the directors, leave a comment, and critique it. But yeah, Marvel and DC, they're ruining their own franchise. And watch, I'm calling it now. They're gonna blame the fans and all the dumb shit they be doing on X. And yeah, that's just how the cycle normally repeats. But yeah, that is how it is. That's how the cookie crumbles, as they say. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been online. Been dealing with personal shit, but the show must go on, as they say. So I'll try to post whenever I can. Yeah, I want to thank some of you guys that showed up in the chat to watch the live stream. Others will probably check it later. And yeah, Superman sucks. The story sucks. The actors were a poor choice. Yeah, the ending sucked. At the end, even after the Supergirl thing, we had Crypto and Superman looking at the moon or looking at some stars. That was fucking gay as fuck. I just wanted to mention that. That's fucking gay. But okay, they're going with a woke Superman. So anyway, and Supergirl being a drunk teenager, we didn't even see enough of Supergirl. And it's the first time we've seen this girl as Supergirl, obviously. So it would have been nice if they given her, more screen time. Like if they made this a series, this wouldn't have gotten so much backlash. You'd be like, it's a series, low production. But for a movie, this is wow, this is shocking for a movie to do this bad and have this kind of production and quality and type of actors, and they're trying to go with a comedy aspect. It was kind of stupid, and yeah, uh, they ruined a lot. I mean, the Fortress Solitude looked okay, I guess. The visuals looked okay on the Fortress. Crypto was okay. The comedy things were stupid. Superman getting trampled by his dog. That was weird. The movie literally starts with him, laying in this ice crater that he fell into and crashing, obviously. And the dog, just jumping on him, hurting him. And that's supposed to be funny, I guess, when it comes to these directors. I don't know. I didn't find that funny. That was stupid. Um, yeah, Lois Lane, um, poor actor, not Lois Lane, but okay, she tried whatever. There's no way to they fucked it up. So yeah, well, as a fan, I would say we want Henry Cavill to return, but it's probably they don't want to pay him correctly or whatever. And yeah, so there's a lot of shit been trending on the news, and that's probably true or it's fake. Who knows? We will find out. But I'm gonna say one thing. It's might be controversial, whatever, but it's true. We've seen this shit happen, and you guys know it. It was first Johnny Depp, then it was what Andrew Tate, then it's a lot of other guys. And yes, if the guy's guilty, obviously, he should face the judgment of the law, all that. But I've been noticing a trend that's been happening with a lot of guys. It's their fault as well, obviously, not just the woman's fault, but it takes two. But this is a trend now. Bitches are doing this to. I noticed they've been doing it to guys that have money, celebrities, singers, rappers. And yeah, so they're not stupid. It's a trend that's been happening. I see a lot. So yeah, these because of Me Too and all that. So that's why I thought I'd talk about it because it kind of ramps into this because they went with the whole woke thing. Okay, I'm looking at the poster. It's Superman and a dog looking at the planet of Earth. That's the ending of the fucking movie. Him and his dog. Okay, it's his dog, whatever. Buddy, whatever. But that was kind of gay. That's why I said it's gay. It's fucking gay as fuck. Supergirl being a drunk. They're not giving her enough screen time. Um, Even the way they designed Superman. Okay, the character looks okay as Superman. I mean, as Clock In, but Superman looks weird. Not just the acting and all that, the poor choice of actors. Um, the suit looks like plastic, looks like shit, looks like that. I don't know if you guys grew up in the 90s. A lot of you probably do, but remember this. What was it? The old Action Man toy. I had one when I was a kid, so I know a lot of people had or seen it in stores. So this suit kind of reminds me of it. Why I bring it up is because the suit looks like a little plastic. Action Man suit, Action Man, and beat up that one, that cartoon. So the suit looks like an Action Man suit. So I'll probably meme it on something like that because it's true. The emblem looks okay, but yeah, the suit looks like shit, like plastic. Um, it's kind of like that Dragon Ball games. So yeah, plastic Goku, whatever. So yeah, overall, this movie fucking sucks. And yeah, I'm definitely not talking about this movie in a stream or video ever again. Well, I don't want to, but we'll probably we'll probably do something with the crew, and maybe it will do a discussion. That's if everybody wants to join. So then we'll do one. I think that will be better. Because what I mean is, I don't want to do one alone about this movie because this movie sucks, and I'm already doing it. So yeah, because I want to do less content on this movie as possible. Maybe one or two, then I'm done. But yeah, this movie fucking sucks. James Gunn, you fucking idiot for going with this script. And you've done good movies. You've created good movies in the past with Superman and a few rare ones. But yeah, most of all the movies are all shit. So yeah, I would say Sam Raimi's a better director or whatever they're called than James Gunn. You know, because he produced that Spider-Man movie and all the original Spider-Man. So yeah, they're fairly decent movies. That's what I'm saying. That. So yeah, I'll check you guys in the next one. This movie fucking sucks, and don't buy this movie or whatever. Don't spend money on this movie. Just download it, torrent it, or whatever. That's what I did because this fucking movie sucks in the trailer. So that's why I just downloaded it. Fuck it. I'd rather go watch something that's worth it when I have the time or whatever. But yeah, I'm not gonna waste money or whatever on a shit movie. Fuck no. I usually just watch shit from home and download, and then if there's something, I'll probably go. But it has to be real and something you can't find because movies are so expensive now in cinema. So, but they're not too bad, but they are kind of expensive. And yeah, they've been pumping a lot of garbage, so that's the issue. But yeah, this fucking movie sucks.